Today I will take a look inside of this holiday projector light. On the front it has this prism structure in it to direct the light, and on the back it just contains this power input and some patent information. There's no electrical rating on it as far as I can see. When you plug this in, it projects this pattern effect onto whatever surface you point it at. Its plug is a bit interesting as it contains a 5 amp fuse built into it, accessible with this door which reveals the fuse. It also has this pin to prevent you from plugging it in when the fuse holder is open. But now I'll take a look at what is inside of this holiday light. First I will remove the bracket for mounting, which attaches to this stake that can be inserted into the ground. Just screws into the plastic housing, and this part is a metal bracket. Then there are this type of screw. There are 3 Torx screws, very recessed down. Let's see what I can do. The screws seem to be T10, because if I put this in, it's secure, and then I can remove it. Because these screws are recessed, I first have to drop the screwdriver bit in, and then put the screwdriver on top of it. At least this is held together with some kind of screws, which hopefully I can remove. 2 screws came out, the 3rd didn't yet. There we go, and now the front can come out, revealing this lens assembly, which is made of this prism and a flat piece. Then inside there's this other disc with a pattern that rotates to create the moving pattern effect. And then there's a circuit board inside of it. And then now, can this be pulled out? Ooh, it can. Revealing the motor, the PCB, and something in the back. Let's try and remove that. The incoming power comes in through the back, then into this box, and then goes out to the LED module and the motor, which the motor is 120 volts AC, 50 or 60 hertz, 7.5 or 9 RPM, less than 2 watts power use, clockwise or counterclockwise. So it's using an AC motor. And then if I remove this, then the first lens comes out, revealing the lenses for the LEDs, which are these plastic lenses. And this can come out, revealing the motor itself. Now the lens is screwed into the LED board, and the LED board has an aluminum back to act as a heatsink for cooling it, although that most likely won't do much in a sealed plastic case, but it still helps. And then it reveals this board, which has 3 of these LEDs. I guess 2 are a different color. This kind of LED package is an interesting one because I've seen it used in a couple 1 watt or 3 watt LED boards, like breakout boards, but not really inside of a light fixture. Now, the power source, which I think is this box, which contains, let's first short out the capacitors so they don't hold any charge. power supply module contains a tap for the motor, which is before the fuse. This is the fuse for the power supply. It contains a bridge rectifier, a control chip, some kind of transformer, diode, a few capacitors, which powers the LEDs. According to the rating on board, the fuse is a time delay 1 amp fuse. So that the LED board can safely be run outside of this, I will cut these wires and connect them to a bench power supply to see what each LED looks like. Now with power connected to the board using a bench power supply, I will turn it on and increase its voltage. Let's turn off the light. At about 5 volts, 2 LEDs start to light up red and 1 yellow. I'm going to give it a 100 milliamp current limit. That's very bright. Now I'm going to decrease that so that each color can be distinguishable again. At about 5.4 volts, the red LEDs are dominating, but the yellow is still visible. With the lens assembly back on, turning on the power reveals that these LEDs are quite directional with the lens on. Turning off my light also shows that when shining it onto the work surface, the light distribution of the lens is quite directional, which then, with this in front, creates the pattern, which then gets further spread out with the prism in the front. Removing the prism just gives this. So the optical system essentially consists of the LEDs with their lens, this sort of diffuser in the middle that also contains a pattern, and then the prism in the front. But anyways, this is what is inside of a holiday projector lamp. Make sure to subscribe for more videos.